So, okay, so first you go on the website. So you will have various tabs. It's the second tabs which interests us, Europass documents. You click on it, and then you will have there the curriculum vitae. So you will have 4 different, let's say, menus. First, we are going to focus on this one, which is the most important one. A new page will open, and you will have various menus on the left. You can choose your language on the right and in the middle. So first, on the left, you can choose your language. You will have a lot of choices. It is a website of the European Union. Here you have the CV, which interests us, European skill passports, language passport, cover letter, options, erase your opinion. So your opinion is to send feedback, to the European Union. Erase, delete all data stored, so as it will be stored in your browser. If you want to delete all this data which are stored in your browser, you just click there. And for the options, you will have 2 choices: make the Europass logo appear, and again, store data on the browser. Both will be automatically checked. So if you want to change this, you go on the options, in the options menu. So for the menu on the right, you can import directly a CV and then rework on it directly on the website. You can add pictures of yourself for the CV. You can develop some other skills you might think interesting. Actually, I think it will be easier if I start with the middle. So, if you want to add information, you click on Fill In, and so you will have this alpha page which will open each time. So, personal information, you have your name, postal address, country, telephone, emails, website, and instant messaging if you want to. Here, it's quite clear, but you have extra field if you check it. You tick it, sorry. You can add some information like your sex, date of birth, the date format for this date of birth, nationality. If you have if you have 2 nationalities, you can add a second one with the plus sign. Then you choose your type of application. So here you will have various choices in a list. Job applied for, position, preferred job, studies applied for, personal statement. For these 3 parts, you will have to choose a job in a list or to enter for text if you don't find your job in this list. Job applied for, if you use it if you do this CV to apply to a specific job. Position is your actual job, current job, sorry. Preferred job is you applied for different things, but if you have to choose, you would like to do this job, again, you choose in a list. Studies applied for is for people who want to, who make a CV to apply for example, a PhD. And a personal statement will be just a short presentation of your profile. And each time, think to save when you do something, and you will have examples on the right and example as well in how do you call it again? In the box text. Okay, so here. Then you develop your work experience. So you click on Fill In again, and then you can add all the information: when you started, when you finish it, if it's finished, if you're still working in this place, you tick Ongoing, date format again, the occupation or position held, the name of your employer, city, countries, and if you want, you can add again more details with the postal address, website, and business or sector. And then you describe your activities and responsibilities. So try to be relevant and short and clear. It will be easier for the people. If you create, for example, a work experience, let's say whatever, ongoing, just put something just to show you. You save. Then you will have add field, and so you can add your second and third and etc. experience. Each time you create a new field, one for each experience. By the way, for nearly each categories of the CV, you can add an attachment. So, for example, a license or a recommendation letter or whatever you want, you think it is relevant, you just upload it and it will be directly linked to your specific category or subcategory, for example, for work experience or education and training. If you realize you have made a mistake or you want to change something, you just click on edit and you will have access again to your entry. Here you can attach directly a document and if you want to delete it. So it's pretty easy. Education and training, so it's the same, you can add field for each experience. You have the dates as well, ongoing date format. You have the title of qualification awarded, so for example PhD in biology or whatever. The name of the organization or of your university, city, country. Again, more detail if you want to be more specific with the postal address, website, and the level in EQF or national classification. So for national classification, it will depend on your specific country. EQF level, it's you have 8 levels which have been designed by the European Union. If you go on internet and you check, you will have European qualification framework. You have it on the website, or Wikipedia have done quite a nice article with all the explanation. So for each level, knowledge, skills, competence, and eventually if it you have linked with a specific type of diplomas at university, for example, level 6 with the honors, bachelor degree, blah blah, masters for level 7, level 8, doctorate, and you will have a quick presentation, definitions with skills and competences. So if you want to do this, just check Wikipedia, and so you will know at which level of EQF you are. And then the main subject or occupational skills covered. So what have you learned specifically during your training? And if you apply for a specific job, try each time to be relevant. So if you have learned something in, I don't know, in computing or in communication, but you know that you won't need it in this job you want to apply for, don't put it, because you have a lot of categories in this CV, and they will have a lot of things to read, and the most relevant it is, the most chances you have to get the job. So don't think that putting all the information will be a good thing. No, being relevant is a good thing. Then you have personal skills, mother tongue. So it's pretty easy. For this one, you just have to select it in the list, and you can add fields if you have more than one mother tongue. Other language. For this one, you will have to choose your language, and then to describe your skills for each of these subcategories: understanding, listening and reading, speaking, interaction and production, and writing. So it's with the levels of the European Union portfolio, so you will have 6 different levels and a description for each one. And if you want, again, on internet you can find more specific example of the specific skills you are supposed to master. If you say you are, for example, B1, you are able to do this, this, and this. And if you want to be sure, just check on internet. It will be really easy to find the information, and so you're sure that you're putting something through. And then if you do have certificates, you can write it down as well, and you can upload it. Then communication skills. I didn't tell you yet. If you don't fill a category, it won't appear on the final CV. You won't have a blank category and say, oh, okay, no communication skills. No, it won't appear. So it's fine. So for communication skills, again, attachment, if you want, you can, if you have specific skills in communication, not just, okay, I'm good with talking. No, okay, I'm good with presenting things to people because I have done, I don't know, for example, their example are experience as sales managers. So good communication skills or excellent contact skills with children, thanks to this experience as a ice hockey volunteer coach. So if you have a specific experience which have allowed you to gain a specific skills in communication, add it. If it's not the case, don't write something just to write something. It's the same for organizational and managerial skills. If you do have a specific experience and you do have a specific skills, write it down and upload attachments if you think it's relevant, but do it only if you think it's relevant. Job-related skills. So it's quite clear. During your current job, you have acquired skills. You are using skills in your everyday life. Which skills? And you write it down here. A list, again, will be more clearer. And digital competence. This one is a little bit more complicated, but still quite easy. You will have various subcategories. Information processing. Each time you will have to choose if you consider yourself as a basic user, independent user, proficient user. And for each subcategory, you will have a description of what does it mean to be, for example, an independent user in information processing. You can use different search engines to find information, blah, 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 blah. So you select, you read, and you see at which level you assess yourself. So communication, again, content creation, safety, and problem solving. And if you do have a certificate in digital skills, you can write it down and, of course, upload an attachment. And if you have other digital competencies which cannot be considered as a part of one of the subcategories, you can write them down there. Okay, so for the CV, the main part of the CV, you got the point, I think. I don't know if there is any questions. Oh yeah. Okay, if I can. Main first, the education, then the experience. Oh yeah, you can choose. If you have here a little arrow, and you can switch all your sections. If you have more work experience, then you can put it at the first place, and then education and training. But if you have just finished university and you don't have really work experience which are relevant for the type of jobs you're applying at, you put first education and training. The only 2 categories actually you can switch, but these 2 you can. So I hope it's clear. So then you can add pictures. If there are other skills you would like to make appear in your CV, but It not really fits with with one of the category here. You can add it there. Other skills. So their examples are first add reading, but here again I help younger people with reading difficulties twice a week, so you have something concrete. It's not just, okay, yeah, you know, on Sundays I like to spend 1 hour reading. No, this is not relevant. If you have a specific experience and so which gave you a specific skills, you can write it down there. Driving lessons, and you will have a lot of choice, not only car. If you put the most on it, you hover it, you will see which kind of vehicles it is. So you have that. You can also, of course, upload again your license. Additional information. So here you have a list: certification, citation, conferences, courses, honors, membership. Well, it's pretty large. If you have published things, if you have a PhD and you have done seminars, all the other things you have done, which are not just skills, which are concrete information, publication projects, membership, or references eventually, you can write them down here and again attach document. So again, things to save each time. Then, okay, here you have 5 basic principles for a good CV. I won't go into details, and I won't not nearly even present it right now. I will just present the tool, but not a method to do a good CV. If you want to have information, you can find really good one here. Actually, to do a good CV is not really difficult. You just have to follow some rules, and I think being relevant is one of the most important one. As you're using a tool, you don't have to worry about all the aesthetic part. It's included in the tool. You just have to think how to present things in a good and clear way, and to think about which aspects of your pathway are actually relevant to the job you're applying for. And I think really this is the most important part. But if you want to have more information, you can read this. You can see a preview, of course, of your CV. If you want to see what does it look like. Ooh, a lot of things. And you can download it. Okay, so you select your document, of course. As you can also write cover letter and do a European Skills passport in it, you have to tick the box you want to. Next, then you can choose a format: Word, Open Document, XML, or PDF. And then you choose your location, so you can download it on your computer, but not only, you can make it sent by email or put it directly on the cloud storage. By the way, it's the same for the import part. You can import it from your computer, from LinkedIn, or from cloud storage. So actually a lot of possibilities, and it's good to be aware of it. So it's pretty it for the CV. For the European Skills Passport, if you want to add things, you can upload files directly, but you will have only the possibility to upload files, actually, not to write down things. The language passport, it's the same then for the CV. You just add your first name and surname, and then mother tongue, other languages, but you will develop it in the same way then for the CV with the A1, B1, listening, understanding, etc. And the cover letter, if you want to do one there, it's not the subject of this webinar, but just quickly you will have all the presentation offered by the tool with the different things you have to add with all the different categories: opening salutation, main content, closing salutation. You can also upload things, first name and close, so you will have all the different parts which are which must appear in the CV in this structure, so it can be useful as well. Then, so this is for the first part, first menu, create your CV, cover letter online. You can update your CV online. So the aim, you're going back actually to this page, but they will just directly click on import. So you import your CV you have done, or you import your CV from LinkedIn, and then you rework on it thanks to this tool. Third menu, download the CV template and instructions. They are available in, again, various languages. You will have to choose between two formats for the template, ODF and .doc, and the instructions are in the CV. So if you just want a template, I will download it to show you. Okay, you will see all the categories which appears in the CV. And okay, wait, yes, cool. And with some, okay, I don't know in which language I have downloaded, but anyway, you will have all the information which appears in the CV, and you will see how it will look like, and you will have some explanation of what you're supposed to put in it. So basically, it's just what I have explained to you. But if you don't remember something, if you have any doubts, you can, and if the examples suggested by the website are not clear for you, you can download this template to see more clearly what it to what it will look like and what you're supposed to put in it. But still, if it's not clear and you still have doubts, you can download the instructions. In English will be better, yes. Okay. So for the instruction, actually, you will have the 5 basic principles for a good CV we have seen just before, who are available on the CV page. And then you will have the template, but with more information. It's pretty repetitive, but if you think you need it, you will find still useful information with examples this time. So if you have any doubt, don't hesitate to download it. And then the last part is, examples. So examples, you will have the possibility to download 2 examples, again, in all the various languages available. So I think I've downloaded them. Just gonna check. No, I have suppressed them, deleted them. English. United Kingdom, yeah, that's true. So you will have 2 examples of CV you can do. So it can be, again, quite useful if you have any doubts, or to be sure which kind of, how to present your skills, how to be clear, how to be relevant. You can read these 2 examples and you will have a clear idea of what you're supposed to do. Additional information, publication, it's well done, really. I advise you to have a look at it. And so this is what your CV, Europass CV will look like. So here the person has added attachments. So you have a really long CV. By the way, it depends on the countries. For example, in France, your CV is supposed to be 1 page long. So if I try to apply to a job with the Europass CV, nobody will read it. But in some other countries, it's in the habits to have a longer CV with all the attachments and all the documents and the specific skills. So try to inform yourself of what is current in your country or in the countries you want to apply for if you want to apply in another country. And you see the professional habits on this topic, and then you choose if it is or not relevant to use this CV. It's really a useful tool, but it's not common for every country. Be aware of it. But if you want to apply for a job for the European Union, I think it can be really useful, whatever the country. Okay, so actually it was quite a short webinar this time, shorter than last time with Google Tools, but the Europass, it's just one tool this time, and it's really clear. If you have any other question, you can write it down, but I think there is none, or you can write it down in the chat. Apparently no, or I cannot see them. Oh yeah, can we change the category? Oh, sorry. There are a lot of questions. Sorry, I was late. We'll upload the video. Okay. Yeah, I can give you the video of the webinar if you want to. I have also done a PDF of something like 3 or 4 pages, I think, with all the things I have said and with all the details of the menu. I will send it you by email. It will be easier. So if you want to just reply to my email and ask me for the video. Can we change the category? Yeah, so this one is good. So I think that's it. Okay, so I hope it was clear. Again, I will send you a PDF with all the information just in case, and you will have you have a lot of information directly on the website. So don't hesitate to use it, and if you have any question, don't hesitate to ask me by email as well. I hope it was useful, and good day for everybody.